Final race of the day. It's a Class 2 contest. 1,600 metres is the trip. The Sports for All handicap is how we finish the program. Headed by Dr. Jeff. Get £5 off his back, courtesy of Victor Wong. Champions Way, unbeaten in 5 starts so far. Has come up with the inside gate. Joe Moreira in the saddle. Red Warrior was 7th in the Derby behind Kaying Star last time out. Rivet runner-up behind True and Red Star at Happy Valley last time. Right Choice, his winning stretch came to an run end behind Kaying Star last time. Beauty Spirit is another horse behind Kaying Star. He finished 5th last time. Charity Goes had a bit of a freshen up since March at Happy Valley. Perfect Match goes up in class. Class 2 for the first time. His record reached 4 from 6 so far this season. And down to Jimu, who was last on his debut behind Champions Way. Now Circuit Glory, Rivet and Charity Go are the horses that have been up at Chung Fa over the last 30 days. We've made our way across the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map for this final event and a couple of key races as well. And it would appear, Tom, that there could be a bit of competition from the lead, but King Opie may be drawn best of all to find the rail. Yeah,
a couple of those horses there, King Opie and Perfect Match. You've got the lighter weights in the race. You've got a horse like Circuit Glory, who is wide here, but he's a horse that potentially could get across and get to the front and be one of those horses that could be up there. Whether he's got that pace or not to do that, I'm not sure. Champions Way, he's drawn perfectly down near the inside, so he's going to get a nice run through this Champions Way. And Right Choice, another one who won't be too far away. But it will be interesting to see what Circuit Glory does, because he's normally one of those horses that likes to get out and get rolling. Yeah, good to fast tempo predicted, Paul, as well. They wouldn't want to be cutting each other's throats out in front. No. What do you got for us? OK, we're going to have a look at some of the main protagonists. First of all, we'll look at those Dr. Jeff. Now, he's going to come up a big price. He was ridden by Zach Purden last time, but he's had the benefit of a run, and he goes nicely here. I thought it's not a bad piece of work from him, and Victor Wong will take a little bit of a claim off him, so just brings his weight down. Here is Champions Way. Look, he looks really tough to beat, doesn't he? He's been, well, he's unbeaten, basically, 5 from 5, and his work suggests he's lost none of that zip or anything, and he's going really nicely. So he looks good, and he's going to be tough. And the other one, Perfect Match, I think Zach Purden's doing the work on him. Obviously, with his lightweight, he can't make the weight, but the horse looks good here. OK, let's start with the unbeaten horse here and likely favourite whale in Champions Way. John Sides has 2 in the race. He has Red Warrior as well, but speaking with Ed about the likely favourite.
John, Champions Way, after his last win, you were quoted in the press as saying what he did only group horses do. You're obviously pretty impressed with that performance.
Yeah, you couldn't help but be impressed by him. He's won his 5 races quite handsomely, and I think there's more in him. You know.
Looking at that last win, Joe had to push him along in the middle stages. Is he lazy? Does he take time to get his momentum? Was it the wet track that day? What do you put that down to?
In the run, I thought it was the ground. Yeah, I thought he might have been struggling on the wet track to travel properly. But in the past, he has shown us that he needs a bit of encouragement to get into his work. Maybe that's not a bad thing. So we'll see how he progresses as he gets a rise in class and longer distances.
And we've seen that form train by good standing, no mean feat to pick him up and run past him.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the form. You know, it's a Class 2 race. They're all they can all gallop in Class 2. So if you can win one of those while you're making progress, it's a pretty good sign.
What about the step up to the mile?
Yeah, well, that's an interesting way to go. He, as we say, he didn't travel very well in the 1400 last start, so hopefully the mile's suitable for him.
You must be pleased with the way that he's come on from run to run, and also mentally how he's come on in that time too, John?
Yeah, he's got a great temperament. He seems a very quiet horse. Nothing seems to bother him too much. He's typical of a good horse so far. You know, he does everything correctly, and most of them, that's the way they present.
We're into the last couple of months of the season. It's the time of year, John, where we talk about championships and those sort of things. You've won 10, you're leading by 8 at this stage. Are you happy with your lead, or are you looking over your shoulder at this stage?
I'm always looking over my shoulder. The competition gets tougher and tougher every season. The number of wins or the lead can change very quickly, so I've just got to put my head down and keep trying to win a race and see if I remain in front.
Champions Way's given 5 to that total so far, could well make it 6. Let's have a look at him. He's been back at the trials, and but it was a super effort, that win last time, beating Good Standing, who was giving him weight, mind you. but it would appear that the step up to the mile would suit him down to ground. King Opie's the other horse in this trial here there.
Yeah, he's back there in the red sleeve. This trial, as we roll it on with Champions Way, I thought he was really good. He covered some good ground over the concluding stages here, really pinned his ears back and tried hard. I think 1,600 metres looks ideal, and back to hopefully on top of the ground with hopefully not too much rain around for Saturday. I think he's a big chance again, making it 6.
He's going to be tough to beat. He's going to come up short. He's 1.5 at the moment. All those all-ups go through him. If a few of those earlier favourites win, it'll be interesting to see what he does come in. Better run from King Opie there, because his form has tapered off a little bit.
Yeah, and he finished off that trial okay, doesn't he? Back under race conditions here. Rivet, this was a good run from him. The other horse we're going to take a check on and certainly keep an eye on is Circuit Glory, just on his outside.
Yeah, this is a lot harder, I think, for Rivet. But look, he ran nicely enough here in this particular race. He ran a good second behind Turin Redstone. He's come out and run again since. Look, he came with really good form from overseas, didn't he? He's still a maiden here from his 15 starts. Look, he ran nicely enough here. I just wonder if he can bring it to Sha Tin and perform there.
He's been up at Chung Fa. He was second in that trial alongside Follow Me that we saw earlier on. Casper's been really patient with him, but I haven't got him in the mix this time round.
All right, there's half a dozen to fit in here. Right Choice, who's honest and he's very brave, never stops, but his winning run came to an end last time out. Other horses to take a note of. We got Beauty Spirits right in behind him. Kobe Boy also down on the rail. Dr. Jeff, also slightly obscured there. Red Warrior, who's out wide. A little bit of inconvenience for him. And Szechuan, another one who's covering some ground.
Yeah, so a whole stack to have a look at here. Right Choice, he's interesting. He's got £10 less here than Champions Way. Umberto Rispoli, gate number 2. We know he's got plenty of quality about him. I don't think he's quite found his mark yet. He was ridden along from before the point of the bend in this race, and he stuck on reasonably well. He was overhauled by one other over the concluding stages. Winner was off and gone here, but I still think he's a big chance in a race like this.
He's one of the big 3, definitely. There's no question. This is his first campaign. You know, he's only had the 7 starts, and he's won 5 of them. And look, he's going well, so he's definitely a chance.
All right, Perfect Match has done very little wrong as well. He's won 4 of his 6 starts so far. As mentioned before, though, Zach Purton not able to ride because of the light weight on this occasion. Yeah,
so he comes in at a really good weight, doesn't he? 115. And Champions Way is going to have to give him £17, which is a decent amount in this class. He's got barrier 8. He's got plenty of pace to get himself into a nice position, though. And I think he's look at the way he's winning this. He's very progressive. He's only had these 6 starts. He's won 4 of them.
Ridden perfectly last start. Gate 14 got to a one-off position. It was a strong performance. Cleared out.
All right, OK, so again with the lightweight, hard to beat, but the favourite 2's on at this stage, Paul.
Yeah, there's 3 main chances, and he's obviously one of the real main chances in this particular race, but he is going to come up pretty short. So I'm just going to, with the £17, if he's going to get beaten, I think Perfect Match can beat him, and so I've got him on top to beat Champions Way, and then Right Choice 3rd. There's nothing much between these 3 at all. But I ended up that order 13, 2 and 6. Through Red Warrior, he's come out of the Derby really nicely as well. And he should be a reasonable price. What, 46 to 1. 13, 2, 6 and 3.
On top for me is Champions Way number 2. I think he's going to take the world of beating here to make it 6 from 6. Perfect Match goes, and I've got Right Choice. And through in King Opie, his wins have come over 14 and 1,200 metres, stepping up to 1,600 metres the first time. 2, 13, 6 and 11.
Yeah, Champions Way for me as well. But I have included, much like Paul, Red Warrior. I think nearly 50 to 1 is a big price about him. As far as the stats are concerned, we're looking at John Moore and Zach Purton, as discussed with Zach earlier on the show, Paul.
Yeah, 49 runners, 20 wins, 5 seconds, 5 thirds. 8 of those obviously were Beauty Generation, but he's got a 41% win rate when they do match up these 2. So Uncle Steve is the one we'll concentrate on there, and you can see he's one of the main chances in race number 9. So he can easily add to that stat with Uncle Steve.
All right. As far as the best bets are concerned, where are we looking this time?
We are looking to London. Well, London Hall for me there is the one that I like to look at. He's an impressive win when the blinkers went on, and I think he can win again. He's very progressive. So London Hall for me. Race 5, number 8. Long shot will take one of Paul O'Sullivan's here. Race 3, number 5. A 1-step edge. Only had the 1 run. He trialled really well before that. That run was at Happy Valley. Comes to Sha Tin. I think Sha Tin will really suit this horse. So he's the long shot at a big price. and we'll put him in the play along with All You Need, who's getting towards a winning rating, and Diamond Brilliant. Unfortunately for him, he's drawn wide again, but he's a nice horse. 235.
Best for me, race 8, number 11, looking good, up in grade, lighter weight here this time round. I think he's a player in that race. Race 8, number 11, looking good. And the long shot, I've had a crack at him before. I think Andrew might have had a crack at him in the past. So third time lucky with race 7, number 1 is Simulate for Jimmy Tinga and Chad Schofield having his 5th start. And the play, will throw a few about there with the trio. Champions Way, he's the banker. Red Warrior, right choice. King Opie in perfect match.
All right, yeah, I've got Simulate in again. Be a big surprise, but Duke Y for me in race number 6. Matthew Chadwick in the saddle up to the 1400 metres. I think it will suit him perfectly. And Matthew can stay right there because he's right in the long shot as well. Kambeki Molly, good run at Happy Valley on debut. I think the straight 1000 should suit as well. Ricky Yu from barrier 5 in the play. Duke Y, Pearl Champion, and Car Ying Brilliance. Hopefully a QQP should bring about some dividends there. All right, that's about it as far as the show is concerned. A Saturday programme for us, then we get back to Wednesday, Sunday, and the big up to the Champions in Cheddar. Next Wednesday's programme, looks good, decent sprint going on there. Yeah, good Class 2 race coming up, a number of nice horses. Of course, the Group 1 day next Sunday. We saw a lot of those horses out at the trials on Friday morning. In particular, Pakistan Star. Head to the website, have a look at that.
Yeah, they look really impressive. Look forward to that.
All right, that's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Paul, I've said Brett, Tom, and the rest of the team, that's the show. Hopefully we'll see you at Sha Tin on Saturday. We will be racing to win.